test, test, 1 2 1 2 test, test, test.
1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3。
Friends from the media, good afternoon. Welcome to the press conference. Now the floor is open. China News Service. The Foreign Ministry recently released flight information to Chinese passengers stranded in Middle East countries and suggested their prompt return to China. Can you update us about the progress? Over the past few days, the Foreign Ministry has worked with the Civil Aviation Administration to sharply increase the flight capacity of domestic airlines and urgently evacuate Chinese passengers stranded in the Middle East. Relevant diplomatic missions engaged with their host countries to facilitate Chinese airlines flights, issued timely security alerts and flight schedules, and further provided care and counseling services. Through concerted efforts, over 10,000 Chinese passengers have left countries including the UAE, Oman, and Saudi Arabia in a safe and orderly manner. Given the protracted conflict between the US, Israel, and Iran, some airports in the Middle East haven't fully restarted operation. The Foreign Ministry once again advises Chinese nationals not to travel to Iran's neighboring countries and regions affected by the conflict. Our diplomatic missions in relevant countries will do everything possible to provide necessary assistance to Chinese nationals in need. Next one, please.
发言人好，我是阿拉比电视网。
TV Arabic. The tense situation in the Middle East may lead to long-term market concerns, and the situation may impact energy production and the stability of export channels in the Gulf region. China's energy imports are highly dependent on the Middle East region. Some outside of China are concerned about the security of China's energy supply. And at the same time, the unilateral actions of individual countries have triggered discussions on the rules-based international order. Some believe that the geopolitical games are affecting the global energy paradigm and the stability of the industrial chain. In China's view, how to respond to the impact of current geopolitical conflicts on global energy security, and given the rising external uncertainty, how will China coordinate between development and security? And how will China ensure its energy security and long-term development interests?
We are deeply concerned over the continued tensions in the Middle East. Parties need to stop the military operations at once, avoid further escalation, and prevent the regional turmoil from having a greater impact on global economic growth. Energy security is of vital importance to the world economy. All parties have the responsibility to ensure stable and unimpeded energy supply. China will do what is necessary to protect its energy security. For anything specific, I'd refer you to competent authorities. Next one, please.
Question for Anadolu Agency.
阿纳多卢，王毅外长在人大的外长记者会上对近期的中东局势表达了失望，称伊朗的冲突本不应发生。昨天，王毅外长与科威特和巴林的外长通话，他表示，海湾国家和伊朗的主权、安全和领土完整都应该得到尊重。在现在的局势中，中方认为下一步应该做什么？如何才能制止这场冲突？ 比如说，中方会否考虑直接向美方呼吁，要求美方停止战争，并且恢复对话？
中方对当
China is gravely concerned of the growing tense situation in the Middle East. Over the past days, China has intensively reached out to various parties. Foreign Minister Wang Yi had phone calls with his counterparts from multiple countries for in-depth exchange of views on the situation. At the press conference during the two sessions, Foreign Minister Wang Yi stressed that to find the right and proper solution to the issues relating to Iran and the Middle East, we need to respect national sovereignty, reject the abuse of force, uphold non-interference in international affairs, and promote political settlement of hotspot issues, and major countries should play a constructive role and use their strength in goodwill. And Zhai Jun is now on a visit to the Middle East for shuttle efforts. Protraction and escalation of the conflict doesn't serve any party's interest. China will continue to maintain communication with relevant parties, including parties to the conflict, to carry out mediation, build consensus, and de-escalate the situation. Next one, please.
Hello, from Sharp News.
沙特东方电视台考虑到伊朗对沙特阿拉伯持续发起攻击，针对石油设施和民用基础设施发起攻击并造成了伤亡，这对于中方斡旋的沙伊和解会产生什么样的影响？中方能否介绍中国政府中东问题特使斡旋访问的最新情况？
关于你提到的
On your first question, the hard-won Saudi Arabia-Iran reconciliation is the strategic asset of all countries in the region and should be all the more cherished and further advanced. On your second question, Special Envoy of the Chinese government on the Middle East issue is on a visit to the Middle East. Readouts about his visit have been released on the MFA website, and we will continue to share information in a timely manner. You may check back for updates. Next one, please.
Thank you, spokesperson. Another question for
阿纳多卢，你刚才提到了翟俊特使赴地区国家进行斡旋外交，在地区国家之间进行斡旋，找到解决方法。他将赴哪些国家？范围是什么？是在伊朗和海湾国家之间进行斡旋，还是说也涉及美国和以色列？在访问沙特之后，翟俊特使将会访问哪些国家？能否介绍他的行程？会否可能通过此次斡旋来保障霍尔木兹海峡的石油安全通行？能源安全是否是在特使的斡旋议程中？
I just mentioned that Special Envoy Zhai Jun is on a visit to the region, and he is playing a role in engaging with relevant parties. Our priority is to stop the military operation and bring relevant parties to the negotiation and dialogue. On the information of his visit, we will release in a timely manner. You may check back for updates. On the Strait of Hormuz, the Strait of Hormuz and waters nearby are an important international trade route for goods and energy. Keeping the region safe and stable serves the common interests of the world. China urges parties to stop the military operations at once, avoid further escalation, and prevent the regional turmoil from having a greater impact on global economic growth. Next one, please.
Question for Anadolu Agency.
阿纳多卢，美国总统特朗普表示，已经在考虑接替穆吉塔巴成为伊朗新一个最高领袖的人选了。中方对此有何评论？
选举
The election of the new supreme leader is a decision made by Iran based on its constitution. Non-interference in internal affairs is a basic principle in international relations. Next one, please.
Thank you, Bloomberg News.
彭博社，台湾正在考虑第一次发行债券来为海外投资进行融资，这也是台方为了抵制中国大陆的外交孤立所做出的努力。外交部对此有何评论？
民进党当局
The DPP authorities have time and again used trade and investment as pretext for Taiwan independent separatist activities in the world to expand so-called international space. Such malign activities are doomed to failure. This despicable tactic of DPP authorities will never change the fact, supported by history and the law, that Taiwan is part of China's territory, nor can it undermine international commitment to the One China principle or stop the historical process towards the complete reunification of the motherland. Next one, please.
Thank you. A question from AFP.
法新社，你能否介绍昨天交通部与马士基和地中海航运公司进行约谈的相关内容？是否谈到了霍尔木兹海峡？
Competent authorities have already released relevant information. I'd refer you to them. Next one, please.
Thank you. Question for Anadolu Agency.
阿纳多卢，还是关于霍尔木兹海峡的问题。美国总统特朗普表示，如果伊朗胆敢阻断霍尔木兹海峡的石油运输，美将给予比以往强20倍的打击。伊朗还指责美国和以色列的袭击对该地区的航运造成了干扰。有一些人认为，担心霍尔木兹海峡的中断有可能会带来很大的影响。中方有很多的石油进口均通过这一海峡。如果阻断，中方将会做出什么样的努力？
刚才我
I just answered relevant questions. Let me stress once again that the Strait of Hormuz and waters nearby are important international trade route for goods and energy. Keeping this region safe and stable serves the common interests of the international community. Now the priority is that all parties should stop the military operation, avoid further escalation of the tensions, and prevent regional turmoil from having a greater impact on global economic growth. Next one, please.
Thank you, AFP.
法新社、旅行社和订票机构表示，北京和平壤之间将会重新有相关的运输航线。中方对此有何评论？
China and the DPRK are close neighbors. Keeping the operation of relevant train services are very important to maintaining exchanges between two peoples. China supports the competent authorities to maintain communication and provide more favorable conditions for people-to-people exchanges between the two countries. Next one, please.
还有其他问题吗？
Any more questions? Then let's call it a day.